Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm Latoya Hart and I am the Breakup Girl. Today I'm going to respond to a question that came in about being the side chick and running into the guy you're seeing and their primary girlfriend or their wife. One of the things you must acknowledge is that God sends signs in different ways and He speaks to you in different ways. They could be through people or through life experiences. And what you must know is the fact that you ran into him with his primary girlfriend and the way that he treated you is confirmation that you need to do something different. It's not about him. It's not about the way he treated you. It's about what you were doing and what can you do differently. And the reality is you're doing something that you should not be doing. You're dating someone that is in a relationship with someone else, and it sounds like it's a committed relationship based on the way that he responded to you when you guys cross each other's paths in the presence of his primary girlfriend. What you can do now is you must commit to walking away. You must commit to letting go, and it's going to be the hardest thing that you've done or you've ever had to do because of soul ties. Soul ties bond you to another person. They're thick, they're strong bonds, and they're very difficult to break. And the more time that you spend in this relationship or the more time that you spend with this person, the stronger the bonds are going to become and the harder it will be for you to walk away. I get it. You want to put him on blast and you want to make it obvious. You want everyone to become aware of what's going on. That isn't going to add value to the way you feel. That isn't going to make you feel better. That isn't going to heal you. That isn't going to allow you to move forward. But what that will do is it will anger him and it will cause the other person undue harm and undue stress for something that is without, be beyond their control. So it doesn't make sense for you to bring it to her attention because it's not her fault that what is going on is going on. It's both your fault and the person that you are dating because you two have allowed this relationship to go on for as long as it has. So the only thing that you could do is own up to where you are. Acknowledge that you don't want to be where you are because ultimately it sounds like you want to be in a relationship with someone that is as committed to you as you are to them. And the only way for you to get what God has for you is for you to let go of the thing that He doesn't want you to have. What you have to understand is when you're doing anything, whether it's a relationship or you're engaged in any activity in your life that doesn't please God, it's not going to work. And it's going to be a very painful experience because it's something that you're doing on your own, for your own benefit, but it's not something that is conducive to help you move forward because it's very what you're doing by seeing this other person is you're causing further harm to yourself because it's something that you're going through and you're not happy. And you're causing undue harm to this other person who doesn't know what's going on, but you're seeing their boyfriend or their husband. I'm not sure of what the relationship is. But if you want to break free, you have to let go. You have to walk away. And you have to begin the process of healing. The one thing that you don't want to happen is to continue on this path, right? And to at some point get into a relationship and then be on the receiving end of what you're currently doing. And what I mean by this is long term, you continue down this path. And as time goes on and time progresses, at some point you meet someone. You're in a committed relationship with them, or so you think you're in a committed relationship with them. And then at some point, there's a person very similar to yourself that comes to you and advises you that they have been seeing your boyfriend or has been seeing your husband. When you're on the receiving end of that, it is very painful to experience firsthand. And that's one thing that you don't want to experience. So this is something else that you have to acknowledge is, if you were this other person, you wouldn't want this to happen. You wouldn't want your boyfriend or your husband to be seeing someone else. And could you imagine the emotions that you would experience by hearing something like, when you trust this person to do the right thing and to do right by you, and they choose not to for their own selfish reasons? I get it. It's unfair that he has got, that you are in this relationship with him. I don't know how you got to where you, whether it was your by choice or you were involved with him before you knew about this other person, but you have to acknowledge that this relationship is going nowhere fast. He's made it plain that he's not going to commit to you, but he's going to continue it for as long as you allow it to happen. Now's the time for you to end it. It's time for you to put a stop to it. He's not going to. He's benefiting in a number of ways, so he's not going to make it stop. You have to take back your power. You have to let him know that it is over. You have to let him know that you want so much more, and you are going to have whatever it is God has for you. But the first thing that you must do right now in this moment is let go. Heal yourself. Commit to doing the work to make sure that you're in a great space and prepared for whatever it is that God has next for you. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. If this message has resonated with you, or you think it could be of value to someone else, please invite them to join in the conversation. Again, I am Latoya Hart, and I thank you for joining me and watching my video today. Have a good one.